I have been telling you that local police, they have the right to arrest federal agents. Case in point, Red Dog City of Atlanta, Georgia State Troopers, etc. Many, many years ago, this was, well, upheld by the courts. Well, an ICE agent has been arrested for pointing a gun at a teenager. Put him up for a mass. Southern California. An ICE agent has been arrested for pulling his gun on a Southern California teen. The officer has been identified as 45-year-old Gerardo Rodriguez of Riverside County. 45-year-old Riverside County man who reportedly works as a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent is accused of illegally detaining a minor at gunpoint while off duty last week. Let me give you the background. The lawyer who represents the child and his family told KTLA that the 17-year-old was driving home after dropping off a friend down the street when he saw the suspect, who has been identified by investigators as Rodriguez, pointing a gun in his vehicle, demanding him to pull over. We have the photos from a local surveillance camera for you to see there. Quote, in the moment, I think he was just scared for his life. He had a gun pulled on him and he was told to immediately stop, or else, he explained. Then that same person came to his driver's side door, pulled him out at gunpoint, end quote. In the footage of the incident obtained by KTLA News, the 45-year-old seen pulling a gun from his waistband as he walked up the street, pointing it at the teen's truck and demanding he stop the vehicle while reportedly brandishing his badge. Freeze, police, Rodriguez shouts. Put the car in effing park. Get out of the car. Turn it off. Get out. You're speeding in the effing neighborhood. Come over here. Sit down. Get your ass down. You have a driver's license? End quote. Now, everything he just said, everything, that is police training, right? That is a common pullover tactic. Just without a car, he decided to use a gun. He's operating in capacity of an officer, is my point to you. He's operating in the capacity of an officer. He says, freeze, police. He is operating in the capacity of an officer. Federal agents are considered federal police. They are legally able to identify as police. 45-year-old who is known to residents on the street as an ICE agent, and also reportedly told the child he worked for ICE, then began interrogating the Mexican-American teen, asking him who he was, where he is from, and demanding documentation, eventually drawing attention of others who live on the street. He is now effectively engaged in an ICE investigation. He has now become the investigator. On behalf of what agency? Well, ICE, obviously. He's asked for documentation. There's more. Responding deputies turned the investigation over to RCD's Investigation Bureau, who contacted Rodriguez later that same night, arrested him, and conducted a search of his house. Quote, where evidence related to the investigation was collected. The department said in a news release. LA-based civil rights attorney added that he believes this 45-year-old has become emboldened by what he does and sees ICE agents doing on a day-to-day basis. Rodriguez was booked into the detention center locally for assault with a deadly weapon, child endangerment, assault by a public officer, Jail records show he posted bond and was released the same night. We're not releasing the information. The juvenile nor his parents have been publicly identified by authorities. Now, they're not the genesis of this story. The genesis of this story, ironically, is Trump and his policy as it relates to ICE or immigration. Eventually, this needed to happen. And I've been saying for months on this program, mayors can continue to talk about their aversion to tactics by ICE. But if your mayor is not willing to tell your police department If somebody does something illegal, I don't give a damn what badge they have. Lock their ass up in this jurisdiction. They are not protecting you if they don't command their chief to do that. All right, Michael, thoughts?
Yeah, this said there's such a sense of relief about a story like this for just what you said, for just the reasons you said, Dr. Ritchie. And not to mention, there's also a bizarre relief in seeing one of these guys with their masks off, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you see that picture, and my one of my reactions was finally we get to see one of these people, like at the end of Scooby Doo where they take the mask off. You're seeing it, right? This is who was under that mask, and he's not under every mask, but they're doing this masked Gestapo that's in the streets going after these people. So to be able to see that so quickly was really nice in a way, and I think you're right. I mean, this is where maybe look, I'm an optimist, but maybe more of this is going to happen going forward because they see how easily and how effective it was and how right it is. So whether it's mayors or police departments or whomever, some of this has to happen. Maybe it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't a teenager, but it still needs to happen more. And I think it's a little glimmer of hope when you see it
Yep.
happen.
And sometimes, brother, it only takes a spark to ignite a flame.
For sure.
That's
For sure.
right.